passed all of your primary school classes, your fundamentals, your absolute basics, which are Lasker, Capablanca, Morphe, Alakine, then it becomes very difficult to jump into science at a higher level. So always look. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. I have to do some changes with that intro. Definitely have to do some changes with that intro. I want the
Dark
titles.
Said, hello, Sensei.
Good morning, Dark Blade. How are you? Did you see the new intro screen? Second. Here he goes showing his generational age there.
First on kick.
First on kick indeed. I'm glad that the TTS is working because I did not have the pop-up chat for kick ready yet.
Dark Blade said, new theme is clean.
The new theme is clean, yes. A little less. The old theme was so blurry, I couldn't figure it out. It was really sad. Are we missing M. Harish Krishna? Now, because he's not here, we're not going to get any games. You Are Awesome did the right thing by, I mean, I can literally take M. Hari Krishnan, Harish Kumaran out by kicking him out of the team. But in general, yeah, you shouldn't sign up for an arena because it slows down the play if you're not present. How have you been? How have studies been, Darkblade? Dragon Emperor. Let's get the chat popped out over there so I can bring it where I can see it. Bring it. And I need to move this up. Move this over just a little bit so I can see the status on the requests and clippage. Yeah, the clippage creator made a ton of shorts and reels yesterday for social
Dark
media.
Blade said, finally finished my exams. I had nightmares of the Fourier transform once in the meantime.
Oh, I'm sure.
Sub to our YouTube channel, please, with the official Master Test Dojo name. Follow for updates and impromptu instructional stream info. Insta, Twitter, Chessable. Use Chessable and join the Dojo Discord.
Let's clobber the music down to a reasonable level. So my earbuds have been failing me shortly after the weekend streams, so I don't really have, I have no idea what I did with my wired headset, but I enjoy these and they've been working so well for 5 years or so, maybe a little less than that, 4 years. So we finally got the Galaxy Buds from Samsung, and these are supposed to last for much longer with the case. And I am about to put those into play. I'm a big believer in the Galaxy products. Maybe because I'm partly Korean. Maybe because I'm partly Filipino, Asian. Everything but Chinese, I think, unfortunately. According to history, MacArthur saved the Emperor's life and ran Japan for 7 years. Unbelievable. I like the case already.
Is there
very
any
small,
way to
very
turn your
compact.
microphone up a smidge? It's not incredibly quiet, but just quiet enough to struggle to hear things every once in a while.
Oh, turn my microphone up a smidge. Absolutely. I don't mind doing that at all. In fact, 88, crazy 88s on this dial. How's this one? Now, is it the music?
That's great.
Yeah, I definitely have the audio output on the intro screen turned up. And I couldn't hear it, actually, so I have that one cranked up completely. Let's just roll the tape on the audio intro screen just to see what we can get. I just wanted to pause the music for a moment, and we can see that studying the game in its entirety
Audio
is
intro
the way
screen.
to go. You have to develop all parts of your game equally in order to increase in strength.
I'm wondering if it's going
because
to the wrong.
opponents are going to be weak in various areas of the game, and if you can win 2 out of 3 of the areas of the game, then like on American Idol or
Let's
any
try
of
to
those
check the properties of
voting
the monitor and
Survivor
output.
shows, you will move on to the next
Global
phase. You have to start
settings.
at the beginning. Basically, you're going
Audio
for
monitoring device.
an AP class
Desktop
in
one
chess when you
monitoring
study Kasparov or Magnus. And if you've not passed all of your primary school classes, your
Of course, the
fundamentals,
moment I do
your
not have these
absolute
U4
basics,
air,
which are
U,
Lasker, Capablanca,
Tal is gone
Morphe,
I wonder if it's
Palatine,
because the desktop
then
audio
it
is
becomes
turned off
very
from-
difficult to jump into science at a higher level. Properties. So always
Info.
look back and see
Desktop
what
audio
could have
monitor
done better,
output.
what you were planning on
Don't
doing,
know.
and
Great
what
question.
succeeded, what worked, and what didn't.
Microphone, hyper,
Always
broadcast S,
look back at your games,
Yes.
review, and learn.
the intro,
Keys
monitor
coordination
output. I should be hearing
on a
what the
daily
output
basis
screen
is
hearing,
always
right?
going to
Everyone can
benefit
hear
you.
the voice on the
You have
intro
to start at the beginning. Basically, you're going for an AP class in chess when you study Kasparov or Magnus. And if you've not passed all of your primary school classes, your fundamentals, your absolute basics,
I don't know.
which are Lasker, Capablanca,
Tal is gone
Morphe, Palatine, then it becomes very difficult to jump into science
The other thing that I wanted
at a higher level.
were the follow buttons.
After the death of Tigran Petrosian.
Right? There's nothing
And on
there.
that particular Sunday, a young man
So
walked
where
into
are
my
you?
establishment and told me that the world champion was dead. It was a
The
Sunday
audio
morning.
box is behind the
The Sunday morning Herald had the article in it, which he showed me. And I was so shocked. And I asked him,
don't like the
how are you so interested in chess? And he said that his father was the champion of the Berkeley, UC, and California chess club. And that morning, I began playing him for 25 cents a game. And if he won, he would get the whole roll of quarters, which would be $10. And after about 3 games, I decided I had had enough, and this could not last. And I said, why don't I just teach you how to play the game? At the end of the week, he came back and he said, either my father is not telling the truth, or Berkeley had a really terrible chess club. If they're attacking your rooks, threaten the queen. If they're attacking your queen, threaten checkmate and pawn. And in all cases, you can counterattack with check as an in-between.
whatever I had connected to it.
Counterattack.
before is gone.
The #1 tool.
Animation.
Recommended by grandmasters. A certain comfort zone soar toward playing correctly,
Sound. file.
grabbing space, an equal amount of space, having equal chances to win,
This picture.
not letting yourself
You'll
fall
promise
behind in any manner, way, shape, or form by gambiting a pawn unsoundly,
Now we
like
only
in
need
the
Mr.
Stafford
Miyagi
gambit,
to show up.
but simply playing good chess. The problem is that right now, I believe that
If we can
Ron
actually find Mr. Miyagi.
is the better player,
is
and nothing's going to change that.
unfortunate.
The only person that can change that is right here. If you honestly put anyone on a pedestal, then you're already going to have an experience. You're going to have some difficult experiences against opponents. If you put anyone on a pedestal, then you might as well just hang it up because you're not going to be able to beat them. You have to take the bull by the horns,
No, Mr. Miyagi.
find their
is
faults.
missing indeed.
They're human like anyone else. And that's all you have to
Close.
do, is raise yourself up.
Cancel that and see if we didn't change anything.
You promise not.
Our
I
goal
see.
is that
You
everyone
do.
should have an opportunity
that's
to
very
become a
scary.
better player. That is far more important than any individual
Where,
win
oh,
for rating
where?
points. Because
Mr.
honestly,
Miyagi.
when you are a certain
So when I
strength,
change
the
the
rating
layout,
points just
everything
come and
was
go.
what you have.
So, c'est la vie. We do need to get that back. Short of changing the entire stream layout, I'm not sure how to do it. But the 2+1 is struggling. So we need
Darkblade said, "Wanna warm up a little for the bullet arena with me? I can redeem."
Absolutely, let's do that. Thank you, Darkblade. Chose no warrior. We're having a slow day today, as it turns out. Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon in many places. I have a feeling that I also have to uniform, or I should say, gather and regroup.
Round
with,
1, fight.
I love
Oh
it.
shoot, I forgot. I also have enough to redeem LOL. I'll have to use them one of these days.
Hold on one second. Let me just do the update. Thank you, Cherry Goose. Let me just grab the update from the previous match that I lost to Arsenal fan Richie, but he outrated me by about 300 points, so I definitely cleaned up on that one. 1+1, race to 6. Control C. Or is it best of 6? I never, I think it's supposed to be race to 6, but I think it's supposed to be best of 6, which is awkward. Meanwhile, oh, this is the follower bullet challenge. You're not a sub, dude. What up with that? All right, edit com.
Darkblade said, "You don't mind if we keep it unrated this once, though I am way too rusty to play rated. Unfortunately, I haven't played for ages."
Oh, it actually doesn't matter, but obviously, what is your username again? Dragon Emperor, right? Wait. There you are. Dragon_Emperor. Oh, I see. I see. No, I'm
You
just
should
going to
have the
refund
challenges
you.
for points in Kick as well. So the points I have can do something LOL.
Yeah, I haven't been able to set up the challenges in Kick because I'm refunding Darkblade. He is too highly rated for that. He noticed. I'm glad I reminded everyone of that particular thing. But what I do need to do is simply advertise this tournament a little better. That's what I need to do. We're going to put it out for, one second, this usually helps. We have the next event. Let's go with this guy for the most part. Copy. And then we'll run over to this one. Message all members. put the old now in. Two plus one. Put the 2 plus 1 in more than one category. Put the next one up down here. This usually fixes it for a little bit when I get A. And I just need to go to the Master Chess Dojo, grab the notification for the next event. Place it right there.
Dark Blade said, "My Blitz rating has gone provisional from inactivity, ha ha."
Well, then you're ready to be a beast at any moment. I didn't get to see oops, that opened up a new window. How do I have to put in a command in the in this link to not open up a new window. I always want it to open up within this window. And so that should help. We will get everybody moving along rather quickly. I do know that the challenge points on kick, I've been on a fence. There are so many things I like about kick, and there are several things that are super annoying about kick. Like not being able to look back and see the activity. Like a Wody 90 that followed the channel yesterday. Several, I would say 1/6 of the new followers. Oh, there we go. And we have a customer. Just like that. You Are Awesome is back. Probably because I gave him the nudge. We're giving G3. Really? Alrighty then.
Dark
Sure we
Blade
get castled.
said, "Oh, you re not gonna play W me."
Oh, I just can't play unrated, sir. I don't know if I can play unrated. I'm so sorry. I really am. That was definitely part of the problem. Being able to play unrated, always awkward.
Dark Blade said, "Fine, I'll let you farm me then."
I wouldn't say it's about that, but let's just see where we get with our erstwhile friend here. He has to choose a direction for his points. And now for something completely different. Let's let him go.
Dark Blade said, "I feel the opposite. I would never play 1-1 rated. It's not my strongest."
Right? Oh no, I lost a rook. I had to take first. Darn it. How is this going to work? Just how is this going to work? Can I ruin his pawn structure in such a way that he is going to enjoy it that much? Maybe.
Dark Blade said, Any simmels incoming, those are unrated, haha.
Yeah, no. And now for something inconceivably different. Go ahead, make my
Dark
day.
Blade said, "Guess I gotta become good again to play with you, then earn the fight."
One moment as we battle our way. What happened to our music? Let's put the music back. And now, how do we get in? Let's see where you're headed. Well, that didn't work, obviously. Can I? No, I can't. I can't orchestrate a... There was all the makings, but I have to get rid of the bishop. The bishop must go. For a stalemating combination. C'est la vie. See what we can do with this. Your bud here.
Oh, you're here, GG.
Good game, yes. Of course I'm here. Who did you think I was? More Bluetooth settings. Latif the Great. You know I mean business when this happens, right? Do I want to play it that way? No. I do want to weaken this side of the board, though. This one is not happening. So far, so good. Let's get this thing cards. Pulling cards while we're at it. Fully charged and loud, fully charged about, fully charged about. And now, really, this is not good. Alright, our king is in the center, that much is true. We don't seem to have a choice. Working my way back to you, babe. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Can I do it this way? I don't think so. I'm so confused. Do I have to sacrifice something to get there from here? I feel like I do.
In back, I think my computer gave out for a moment. You were talking about kick points, and I didn't hear the finish.
I definitely have to do something about that. That much is true. I'm blasting my way in somehow, for what it's worth.
Fair.
And you're gonna do that, eh? Alright, fine.
Side note, are you a musician? Or a music producer? Something in music? Vocalist perhaps?
Uh-oh, is he on his way? He's got a mating net. That's a bummer. I had to walk up. I had to walk up. I did everything I could to make that work. That is my first loss with F5. Are you asking Jerry Goose if he's a music technician or a musician or a producer? Are you a musician? Yes, please. You are awesome. I feel like you're a basketball player. Ba-dum-bum. Alright, let's try this again with the earbuds. We might have time for one more. I would like to get off the schneid here. Add a device. Don't tell me it's automatically connected to my phone because it's a Galaxy product. That would suck. Let's just make sure of that. I have had that happen before.
Haha, love me some basketball, played in some bands, but yeah, I was asking you because your voice sounds like something from an old rave house track.
That's funny. Is it this one? 1 second as I switch out on these buds. That's much better. Wow. Now I can hear my own voice. That's not good. Bluetooth, add device. Why is the Bluetooth not working? It's craziness. I think it's set too. Oh, so it's also a hearing aid. That's interesting. Is there another game that we can watch? No. And because people are in the arena that haven't paused. You Are Awesome cannot play me 2 times in a row. And M. Haris Kumaran, let's see when the last time he was on was. September 27th. Check his activity. 24 hours ago, he forfeited without moving. Ah, so we've got him. Let's boot him out. Control C, copy. 960. Kick a player. I'm afraid. Now we'll be able to get a pairing. We will get a pairing now, whether we like it or not. Yes, you are awesome because everyone else is paused. And this is not going to work. I have to do this in between streams. And we'll return to our usual. Or you have to just, I would brace myself. I don't mean anything offensive like this. This is pure humor only. You're just going to have to grow a pair in order to know that your rating will always be your rating regardless. Regardless. Absolutely regardless of what happens in any one game or a small number of games. Your rating will always be the same. If your rating truly is your rating, you have nothing to be afraid of. Your rating will not change. If your rating for some reason reflects a massive amount of insecurity on your part, then of course you should be afraid because you are only suffering from imposter syndrome. You believe that your rating is not really your rating, therefore if you play,
Dark Blade
you won't.
said, absolutely not, because my rating is my rating from over a year ago.
Exactly. So you're just suffering from imposter syndrome. You actually don't want to know what your real rating is. And there's no way that you can ever play again, unfortunately, I'm sad to say. You just won't ever actually feel that you are that strength again. It just doesn't happen. I have a
Dark
student.
Blade said, yeah, I don't on this account, to be honest.
Indeed. I don't think it's possible for anyone to play again if they are in that situation where their rating is higher than they believe their strength.
Dark
Haha,
Blade
I know my rating
said,
is about 2,800,
it's
but
really
I've never
sad
seen it play
because
out.
I had
Just
worked
unlucky
hard for
all
it.
the time.
Right? I know that I'm much stronger than my rating, so therefore I can play every day and lose rating points hand over fist. I will be
I
under
know
2,000
a lot of
in
people who are
bullet in a
that way,
heartbeat.
unfortunately.
You are awesome. Let's head over to the Blitz, which I did not sign up for yet, unfortunately. So let's get in there. We have a few people already in place. So, for example, Tiger A recently played in a tournament where he played 3 games. He played the worst, absolutely the
They
worst
got to a milestone,
chess
and
of
then
his
they never
life.
play again.
He won all 3 games. And he knew how badly he was playing that he should never, ever have entered the tournament. He won all 3 games. He went 3-0. I agreed with him. I looked at the games and I said, this chess was absolutely below your standard as a 2400 rated player. You know? Because the more you know about chess, the more you expect and the more you the higher the standard that you have. So therefore, you're never ever going to play up to your standard. It just isn't going to
Dark
happen.
Blade. Sept. Perhaps I could be a coward and play rated on a different account because right now the idea terrifies me.
It's not about being a coward. It's not about courage. It's about acceptance. It's about general acceptance, in my opinion. It is about knowing who you are. Right now you have you're identifying with multiple different things. You're identifying with this player who is a master level bullet player, and I don't blame you. Once you reach 2200, I've seen people do it in over the board chess in real life. One fellow reached 2201 and he never played a tournament game again, and he went into chess teaching. His whole goal was just to latch on to that 2200 rating, become a master, and then never play again. And he accepted that. Basically, he knew that he could never ever get any higher than 2201 in his mind, and he was very lucky to reach it. So therefore, his entire life, ironically, everybody who knew him, we just knew that he was a strong player, but not necessarily did we always think of him as the strongest master in the room. Meanwhile, my rating goes over 2200.
Dark Blade.
I fall down.
Naturally,
my rating goes over
don't
2200.
want a fall of their prime.
Yeah, but he hadn't even reached his prime yet. That was the interesting case. If you saw that the ascension, he's on a nice little curve. It's sort of like stopping the stock market as you see it going up like this, right? Imagine if the stock market worked like that. If everybody got out of the stock market when the market reached the highest Dow ever. Everybody gets out. Whoops, we reached our peak. Time to get out. Then the whole system crashes and we wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It was either 2234 or 2239. I have to look back. Could have been 29, but I think it was 39. All those numbers, because the Chess Federation records prior to 1991 are missing. Apparently they had a computer fire or something. That was USCF. My peak FIDE rating was 2195. Peak FIDE rating 2195. But the Chess Federation records, they had a fire or something. I knew that something had gone wrong because in 1992 they sent me another master certificate as though I'd made it for the first time. And when I went onto the website, it looked as though I started as a master. My very first rating on the USCF site was starting at like 2211 or 2210 or something. I can't remember. It was just over 2200 somewhere. Might have been 2221.
Dark Blade.
I have a hard time
Sept.
remembering. It was so long
I
ago.
feel like I will never again hit my chess prime unless I give up on my other activities, my gym or my university, and I am not willing to do either. I can work on more than 2 things at the same time, and I know it very well.
Well, I can see that the word work features very prominently there. Can't work on more than 2 things at a time. But your English is very good, right? Your typing is very good. How much every day do you work on your English and speaking skills? Notice that you don't need to work on your English and speaking skills if you do them every day. If you do something every day as a natural part of your just being, then work is not required. Imagine that Magnus Carlsen and everyone else who don't have time to study still retain their strength and often have bursts of creativity and productivity because they are in it and they have motivation at that moment. Honestly, what I'm asking of you and everyone who wishes to enjoy chess at a higher level is to simply do it every single day and exhale it. Just be the game. Just be one with the game. If you are one with the game, you will naturally grow. You didn't work on walking after you learned to walk. In fact, you might have become a runner, right? Those who learn to walk sometimes learn to run and then sometimes become real runners. Let's think about the idea of being a strong player rather than having to work on becoming a strong player. I admit that I'm not the best example because I put zero work in.
Darkblade said, I just think I can enjoy it a lot more if I don't have a number in my face depressing me about how better or worse I am.
Right, but that number is not necessarily a measurement or a validation of your skill. That number is not a validation of your skill. That number is just an average of your performance at any given time. I've mentioned it before. I agree that having it sitting there next to you, you shouldn't be looking at it in the first place. Plus, I don't know, you are still young. Arguably, this is probably the number one case. For younger people, they are constantly
You can remove your rating on the
being
chess
appraised.
with Zen mode, I think.
Yeah, you can actually not see it in Zen mode. I was going to mention that, but I know that he'll still think that it's there. The interesting part for me is that when you are younger, your identity and appraisal is based upon approval and measurements by others. So this is why people often have grave thoughts in social media skills, and they have grave thoughts with I'm sorry, not social media skills, social media encounters where things don't go their way and stuff like that. It's unfortunate, but let's get I am Vantika Agrawal onto the stream title. And this is a constant reflection of everyone dealing with social media and what our appearance says to others about our being. So not having a strong rating up there is just as much of a clobberer to many as, you know, showing up with a strong rating. All right, Tiger's waiting for me. Let's see what we
Darkblade
get.
said, just got hit with a power outage in back just in time.
How often does that happen? Is this a country thing? I'm now just drawing a blank because of that on where you are. I know you're in Asia. Malaysia? No. Manila? No. I'm drawing a blank. You don't have to tell me. I will figure it out. Hold on. Do not tell me. I feel terrible that I can't figure it out right off the cuff. So let's see. Do we have enough? Yeah, we're going with the Alekhine against him. I enjoy the Alekhine quite a bit. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this.
I love going against the Alekhine.
It is a truly great opening for both sides. There are great players on both sides of this opening. So let's see here. D4. Takes. E5. Oh, let's just do it. Yes, yes. Note that his king is still in the center, right?
I have a 100% win rate against it, lol.
As well you should. Ba-da-da-da. 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 Okay, we have to just keep on going. Let's And now for something completely indifferent.
Do you have a lot of students? I know Rogan has quite a few, but I never asked you.
I am over capacity in a way. I really do need more time for myself in this situation. And how are we going to do this? Interesting. He's got that idea. I have to stop him from playing knight to c7. I cannot afford to have him play knight to c7. There was a really good continuation with queen g3 and knight e3,
Ouch.
but...
Do you make enough to justify the time given at least?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm doing okay. I am doing okay. The good news here and the bad news here I should have traded queens. I really, really should have traded queens. Alright, I have to defend against this, that, and the other thing.
Did you just end up coaching people, or did you end up taking like a FI class for it? I think that's what they are.
The
good thing
FIDE
about
trainer
being low-rated
seminar?
is you can
Yes.
get lots of wins, lol.
The FIDE training seminar. Do I want to do it this way or that way? I have to invest some time here. It's a little bit annoyance. Looks like I have to capture. He takes, I take, he captures.
Do they give you materials to use to train people, or that's something you end up having to get yourself?
That's a good question. Let's just threaten him.
Dark Blade said, I thought a little, and it's not that I fear losing the rating as much as the pain I
Nice, mate.
subjected myself to in order to reach it in the first place. It was a very ugly process that I
It
never
was a
want to
very
go through
ugly
again. I
process.
was literally trying to trigger adrenaline to stay fast and focused at some point.
Yes, yes, I believe it. I believe it. I'm sorry that you did not enjoy the process. I have another student who is not enjoying the process of chess either, unfortunately. They are suffering to a great extent in their results, and I feel for them greatly. And we're off, bothering our opponent as needed. Bothering our opponent as needed. Yeah, it's a tough call, becoming super good at something. It really is a very difficult and tough call. To accept the fact that you want to be great at something. And at the same time, be willing I don't see how you're getting into me. I don't see how you're getting into me.
Dark Blade said, pushing my limits through emotion is the only type of growth I know, and it works better with weights than with chess.
It works better with weights, indeed. Indeed, it works better with weights than with chess. It's true. How to stop this crazy thing? Bum, 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 bum. So rook there. Do I wish to take that rook and be up a rook? Is he getting anything in? Or do we just continue? Yeah, we're just going to continue. Uh-oh. That was a slight miscalculation. There was only one square for that rook, as it turns out. Let's take someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger visualized his persona every step of the way. Arnold Schwarzenegger visualized himself as a champion body sculptor. I wouldn't necessarily say that he was lifting weights for the sake of lifting weights, but I can't remember the absolute early years, but I do know that once he got into body sculpting and basically lifting weights and becoming Mr. I can't remember what came first. Mr. Olympia? Then Mr. Universe came first? And then Mr. World? But anyway, they had to start creating new categories because he just kept winning over and over again. There was just no better perfect physical specimen than himself. But he basically visualized that. But then he had to visualize the next stage of his life as someone asked him very early on in his career what he was going to do after. And he said, I'm going to become the #1 Hollywood movie star. And everybody laughed. And then he went and he did it. He just did it. But he visualized it completely and firmly and anticipated exactly what it would require for him to accomplish exactly that goal. And because he was able to accomplish his goal, it all worked out well. I think I have to actually do this. Do I have to do this? I don't know. It's very annoying, but I have to think about this. I think I just need to get going here. Not at all concerned. May have to actually determine whether or not I can play D3 or D4. Keep it up just in case we have to. Alrighty then.
Dark Blade said, perhaps I should just not climb the same mountain twice. A different route could help, honestly.
That's a great metaphor. That is a great metaphor. Try not to climb the same mountain twice. Indeed. I like the idea of that metaphor a lot. I'm very curious as to how that metaphor will transpire, how that metaphor will work out. Yes, I thought about this. I thought about this long and hard. And I couldn't justify it at all. I just could not justify the time, the expense of giving up that knight for that bishop. But how do I get to those squares? That is the question. I don't know. So if I capture and he captures, then I recapture. I'm attacking his bishop, so let's just do that. Bum, bum. Yes, yes. Maybe queen to c1 was a better move. Maybe queen c1. Queen c1. Now, how do we get there from here if needed? Small problem here. Problem here. Did I even the score with You Are Awesome? Yeah, we're neck and neck.
Boo.
Boo. I was scared indeed, boo. I was indeed scared.
Dark Blood said, I will start by just enjoying a game, no other thoughts than having fun with it.
Indeed. That is the key. That is absolutely the key. Being able to enjoy the game without any pretense and whatnot. That is the key. Alright, I need a different line of defense against the English. But at least I've predefined all of the berserking possibilities. You can berserk if you are 1,000 rating points ahead of your opponent. You can berserk if you are 1,000 rating points ahead of your opponent. 1K. The 1K rule. Knight to b5.
I will berserk if I'm 200 points below. We are not the same.
We are not the same indeed. Absolutely, we are not the same. Yeah, this led to a little bit of a disaster. You can't play for these Jobava London tactics without truly Yeah, I'm rather mean this way. I am going to be and continue to be very, very mean this way. And where can he go with this move? Just gonna keep developing. His rook only has one square. I'm not sure what we were thinking about on that move, but his rook only had one square. We want to trade everything.
Alright, I'm going to lurk. I need to finish my Rui Lopez study.
You're gonna work on what? Finish my Rui Lopez study? Indeed. That's nice. Let's bother him. Here. Bother him here. Bother him. All right, and now for something completely off the shelf. Maybe I should have done this before.
2 books both with 400 pages. One book with a 6 and the other without. Sad face.
2 books with 400 pages. One book with A6 and the other without. No, this is terrible. Don't do that to yourself. Yeah, just don't do that to yourself. Why would you want to do that to yourself? That's unfortunate. I'm so sorry to hear that. Alright, it looks as though there was something in this mix that I completely forgot about. And it is this once.
Didn't you know? The new meta is only working on openings. Results may vary.
It's not the new meta. That has been the American standard for quite some time, unfortunately. Let's just do this. Even though I don't like it much. Are we not up material here and there? Dum 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 I may not be able to win this game. That's a bummer. I may not be able to win this game. So where are you headed, sir? Oh no, you didn't do that to yourself, did you? This is the best game Folberg has been playing in a while.
Darkblade said, "Is F. Hoberg an extremely underrated case?"
He is a hard worker, to say the least. I'm gonna say that he could oh no, not that move. It's gonna get a little bit more painful as the time goes on. Whoa, I almost made that mistake. Let's do this first. I was very lucky once again against Folberg. Folberg is from South Africa. He's a very earnest player. He and many others I have fought and failed miserably to try to make extra time for. But I really just need to do it. That's all there is to it. He definitely knows what he's doing. The hard part is time crunches and scrambles are often...
Darkblade said, "I seem unable to get a game."
That's interesting. In our arena, I wonder if it's because you have a question mark behind your name. I wonder if they are waiting for you to play the right opponent. That is interesting. You know? Like, could they really be thinking about that?
If it makes you feel any better, I just finished the 12-page Bird defense, and now on the 22-page Schliemann defense.
But do you understand that these openings are so bad that no matter what you play, unless you're playing this as black, if you're playing it as black, you do need to really know those ins and outs. If you are on the black side, you must know those. Absolutely must know those. You cannot afford to not know those. But if you're playing white, you are always better in every single line, regardless of what line you choose. The hardest part about that particular setup, or any of those setups on the whole, is choosing how to coordinate your pieces. I'm attacking this 3 times and that knight once. I don't know what I want.
This really isn't for me. I don't really care to learn openings. I just play whatever I feel like playing. I have a lot of books that I like putting in studies is because I can show it to other people who are interested.
Am I going to get into trouble here? I feel like I could get into trouble here, but not yet. Nicely done. Well, at least you're getting your rating ironed out. What? I don't have a choice here? I can't even begin to imagine what he's going through here.
Plus, since I bought them, I don't want to let them just sit there.
No, I understand. You're not sitting there, though. Alright, you and I, sir, can enjoy these books. I believe in these opening books as reference items to when you actually do play against an opening. I feel like you are very strong. I get this impression that you are extremely strong. I don't know how strong, but I do get this impression that you could be inherently very, very strong. What do I want to do? Do I want to take that one first? Yeah, because I want to play checkmate in 2. Alright, Boberg. Not again. Do I give him a chance? I have to give him a chance. Let's do it.
I don't play very often anymore, LOL. I'm kind of curious what my rating would be if I was playing online more.
I'm kind of curious too. That makes several of us. Let's get a grip on these light squares as fast as humanly possible. Now we're getting a grip on the dark squares.
Can you see me breathing? Standing here without you. And I can see it's midnight. I cannot live without you. I'm terrified to see you. Hiding in the darkness. Colder when it's twilight. And I've been feeling restless.
I know, this is the brute force method of I would like to win a piece. For what it's worth, I don't know what it means in the long run. I don't know. And now, finally, we have a threat of winning this game, but we didn't get it in. It seems we need to get the next notification out soon. I either need a better singing voice or I have to stop singing. What do you think? What are the odds here? I either need a better singing voice or I have to stop singing. Bummer. Ah, bollocks. Money ran back. Money ran back. I have to really remember what I'm doing here. Running, ran back. Running back. Running back. Oh, you got me, Faubourg. Good job. Off the books, he got me. Another great off the books encounter with Faubourg. So let's see. We need to get the, oops, not this one. Darn it. We have to do it in this one. So notice that if I close this one, this is daily, by the way. The Gorachkina birthday. The Alexandra Gorachkina copy. And the stream title. This is so long that I think I have to clobber the A, which is what I suspect. And we have to put out the alert, Control C, to message all members. Copy link address. Streaming now. Let's get that out. 3 messages left. Make sure we're registered. If we're not registered, nobody signs up. Then we need to put it in the Discord. Because this is the final stretch of our triathlon. What is in an Ironman competition? If a triathlon is 3 events, what is an Ironman?
Dark Blade. Said. I just won a game with 96 accuracy against Nort.
Nice. Against Nort? That doesn't sound good.
Dark Blade. Said. https lichess org mcjf5wsa.
Alright, let's see what we can do. Actually, it'll be easier if I just go to your profile. Right? Let's just head back, 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 back. And the activity, 24,000 games. Drugonaut. Oh, you get you're saying about not. The Horowitz defense. Nicely done. Wow, this is getting a little sketchy for white. In this position, I tend to prefer recapturing with the queen, just for the activity. Bishop takes, queen takes g2. I'm trying to think if there's any other reason why I wouldn't want to recapture with the queen, but obviously recapturing with the pawn ensures that you're going to be up in material, and we have this Swedish variation terrace type idea here with a firmly protected pawn. It's like serious. Might have cracked with g5, but you did it with h4. Ouch! And he gave away another pawn with check. I was tempted to play this particular one as well, but I like this. Just grab the free pawn. Removing the defender or dragging him out into the open. So was it
I got so
necessary to play
low
it
on
that way?
time though that I almost threw.
Almost. Yeah, rook e4 is definitely the move that I would have played. I don't necessarily know that I can ever bring myself to exchange material. You did manage to regroup. You saved your pawn with the help of the threat of the skewer on that square. Now in this particular instance, we have a choice. I might have thrown this move with check first. Yeah, this endgame is just winning.
Just trade off.
Yeah, earlier I probably would have, when this happened right here, I may have just played c5 immediately. So that on pawn takes a5 and he has to go back, right? Or do we wait one more move? Notice that he's inside the square of the pawn all this time. And you got your c5 move in anyway. Nicely done. .96% accuracy. Very nice. Although I'm not a huge fan of the accuracy scale because it only gives each position 3 to 5 seconds of analysis. And I have tried to change it, by the way. Up here, if you look into the settings, you can actually give it the search time of 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds,
Dark
or infinite.
Blade said, I might
Most of you are going to be set
unretire
at 2
myself
seconds.
after all this is fun.
You're supposed to have chess with fun. Put those on a plaque on your wall. Print it out. Put those ratings on a plaque on your wall. Make it your doctorate. Can you imagine that you become less smart after you get your degree? You know? Yeah, you're gonna experience some technical difficulties, right? But ultimately, I would like the search time to be 20 seconds rather than 30 seconds. The amount of memory you can up it. I don't know if I really want that amount of memory, but in general, I have a very strong computer, so therefore, I want that to happen. And over here, in this particular area, if you go through those inaccuracies, you're going to find out that the vast majority of them are wrong. Like, I shouldn't say wrong, or a lot of those inaccuracies, especially the claiming of your inaccuracy, are incorrect. They are inaccurate. The finding of inaccuracies is inaccurate.
And if we should call, it's no trouble at all. I'll paint at the same way we began. I'm here once again, and I'm deep and I'm feeling the pain.
Let's see, how long do we have? 55 minutes?
Dark Blade said, can you believe I got exhausted by only 3 games? My stamina has rock bottomed. I used to play the marathons.
Used to play the marathons? I can only imagine.
A dojo legend and longtime supporter of the dojo, Zalakai created and donated our amazing belt sub badges. Please go follow Zalakai and watch entertaining and educational chess content at
Absolutely, Goldurkin. I absolutely believe in the development of your chess as part of the evolution of chess itself. Let's consider for a moment how we got to where we are. Many of your opponents, I repeat, many if not all of your opponents are simply playing chess at the level of those in the 1800s. Right? Think about it. Your opponents are playing chess at the level of those in the 1800s. Our development I am curious as to what he's going to do on this move. Now you can never play automatic and natural moves. You have to have the soul of the idea, having garnered the strength of the idea over time. And each and every one of these moves, especially these in the opening, have been garnered through time and experience and strength and things like that. It's like, why would we continue to just repeat moves without thinking under any circumstances when we can have the moves come from within us as part of an integral part of an integral concept from our identity as a chess player. So, for example, Bobby Fischer, almost all the world champions have studied the great games of the great players over time. I actually did not release a reel on this very subject because this was too valuable of information to share so widely. People should have to come into the stream to get it. But the reason why Gary wrote the book My Great Predecessors, because that was his plan. He studied the evolution of chess, and if you read his books, the My Great Predecessor series, he refers to each idea by the newer generation of players as an improvement upon ideas of the previous generation of players. I can show you an absolutely atrocious game that was played between Teresh and Mendelssohn that began with A3, and they were playing the current theory of the time based on a game by Anderson versus Morphy. It is a lovely game. In fact, it's worthy of a YouTube short. We'll even call it Playing Current Theory if that's the case. Ah yes, I have to fix that other one there. Let me see this. Some rating issues from this week. Alright, here we go. And we're off. Nefedov. The great thing about these Are you really going to go for it, sir? I want to see it. I want to see it. We have stopped him. We have stopped him. We have stopped him. We have stopped him. Battening down the C3 square against any discoveries. just in case he thinks I'm not paying attention. Can I go there? Let's see about... While we have it locked down on that square there, do we have the choice? I don't think it matters. Interesting. Alright, fine. We're gonna go for the superior position, the placement of our pieces, the ridiculousness of the placement of this. We just finished the opening as quickly as humanly possible.
That, my friends, is how you beat a 2,400 Russian. By him berserking, and you holding on for dear life.
I am studying chess, by the way, with some of my strongest students. And we have to do it. And higher, and higher, and higher. You are awesome. Alright, let's just play the old-fashioned way. Let's go back to our great predecessors and we will see what's happening. All the latest theory, ladies and gentlemen. All the latest theory. What could this possibly be? What could this possibly be?
In my bag, higher, get higher, get higher, get high, higher, get high. All these blunts in my bag, higher, get higher, get higher, get high, higher, get high. All these blunts in my bag, all these blunts in my bag, get higher. All these blunts in my bag.
Bishop e7 was probably the best move to let the queen come to that square e5. I should have let the queen come to the square e5. Silly me.
Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash me. She got a wig, making the block free. Cash bleed. Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash me. She got a wig, making the block free. Cash bleed.
I guess we have to go this way. We have to go this way.
Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash bleed. She got a wig, making the block free. Cash bleed. Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash bleed. She got a wig, making the block free. Cash bleed.
Like, I can think of a handful of Brynell Lopez games from the previous generation that we need to play. Blackbird, 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 Blackbird.
Okay, I'm back. Do you have any idea how many games it takes before the rating inflation number is gone?
I do not know exactly how many games it takes before the rating inflation number is gone. No, it's unfortunate. I've always wondered that myself. I think it's 20.
I decided to drop below 2K bullet and gain to see what my actual rating is. Unfortunately, even while playing bad on purpose, it seems like it might be a little too easy to get back to 2,100 and past.
Yeah, basically your rating just springs back to whatever your actual strength is, almost every single time. It is absolutely crazy, absolute craziness how that works. to be honest. Absolute madness on how that works. Really? So you're going for it there, and I don't blame you at all. I'll take it just because I can now.
But never give it away. And I don't wanna fall for you this time. I can't find the truth at all to love.
Dark Blade. Sept. Back from prepping a meal, say how is life going lately, sensei?
I'm waiting for that one to move.
Thank you for following B for Aaron. You're a GM?
So how do I attack in the right way now? It seems I have to. Oh no. You're gonna do that to me. He's gonna reach an end game to me. I don't like it at all, at all. I don't like it at all, at all. I don't like it at all, at all. Let's see what he does with his discovery. Yes. I am curious. I am curious. I am so curious. I am curious. What can you do with this discovery? This may leave a mark, folks. That may leave a mark.
Unfair.
Yeah, sorry. My lack of opening knowledge and my lack of studying the Ruy Lopez is paying off. I am not a Grandmaster. If you want to see a Grandmaster, you should watch James Canty. I believe he has Grandmaster written all over him. I'm very proud of Grandmaster Gowry for removing the Grandmaster from his Twitch title and not masquerading as a Grandmaster. I did mention it to him a long time ago, and he somewhat agreed that he didn't know how to change his Twitch name, and it was a young and impulsive thing, and then he figured it out. But I mean, you have a reputation to keep. He could be future GM Gowry or future GM Canty. FGM, basically. He could have FGM as a title, and that would be very, very cool. Back from prepping a meal, so what did you prep? That is the question. I'm very curious. So who else do we have playing? I don't like this. Are we the only two players playing? You are awesome. That's so sad. What happened in our game? One might wonder. Raging Wolfhelm? What kind of Raging Wolfhelm do you have there, Darkblade? I should do a Google form to audition for guest streamer co-hosts. That's what I think. And whoever works out, works out. I don't want anyone to be offended if they are not chosen, though. That's the hard part. That's always
Dark
the hard
Blade.
part.
Sept. What was the question again?
What did you prep for a meal? I like that queen there. Oh, he won a pawn with knight takes b4. Can't believe that he won a pawn with knight takes b4. My god. He could have stolen a pawn right off the bat. Can't believe that I hung that pawn. I saw it right as I moved, of course. Only because I'm moving too quickly.
Dark Blade. Sept. Well, the closest translation is stuffed courgettes.
Stuffed courgettes? Oh my god, that sounds so good. Oh my god, that sounds so good. Absolutely, absolutely amazingly sounds so very, very good. I believe I'm offering 2 pieces for a rook here. And now for this one to be the one for me. So, and this is knight takes, d6, bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes. I don't actually have much of a choice here. I do have to fix this one right where it is. Wow, you're going to go that way. I don't know much about this, but it is the same. Giving up on my e4 pawn, of course. It is unfortunate. Bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes. He still has king takes, right? I feel like my whole position is going to be imploding soon. You can do that, who knew this? Do I dare? Do I dare? Do I dare? Can I just take this? And then, what's the story here? Alright, I don't have much of a choice. I have to take this. I am going to cross my fingers. I'm going to cross them good. As much as I want to take this, it seems like I need to barnacle on this move here and there. I do. Just barnacle the way I should. How much material do I have? I have 3 minor pieces. He has 3 minor pieces. I have 2 extra pawns. So let's go. Interesting here. So we have 1 check, 2 checks, 3 checks, and 4 checks. I don't see what he can do. But we'll grab even more material as we see fit to. Gotta get rid of those 2 bishops. They are threatening. Life, threatening. Life, threatening. They are dangerous. Dangerous. Got a rook to the 7th rank. Can I do it that way? I don't think so. The pawn endgame with 3, 2, 1. Really? Where are you headed? Yes. Now, is this knight trapped? I don't think so. But we can try to trap him. So we can try to trap him. So he has to move back, back. He has to move back there. We are going to do the quarterback sneak. Does this work? I don't think so. Does this work? Bomb. 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 Really? Is this a fork yet? I don't know. Is this a fork yet? I don't know. Oh, you got that one? Is it a fork yet? I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. We're reaching that position. We are reaching that very position. I gotta go this way, unfortunately. That's a bummer. Too bad he has a knight. That was the theme of the day, if there ever was one. Whew. All right, one more time. Yes, please. I can't remember what we played the first time. Let's give that another shot. We're playing the latest Magnus Carlsen addition to Theory. Did he study it? He did not study it. It's interesting that he did not study it. So now I'm going to play differently just because I can. So now we've got to attack just in case we can. Now I go after something that isn't exactly kosher. Can I play it in there? I don't know. But let's try for it here. Let's see what we get. We can try for it now. We can try for it. Oh, you got that. That is true. I never thought it was possible. He's getting quite a bit out of it. No choice. We're going on feel. That's all we have now. We're just going on feel. Need to get my rooks connected. It seems that this is the only way I can get it. Yes. Rook takes now. Yeah, my bishop isn't really doing anything over there, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. I don't have any way out of this, right? No. Yep. You got me. He was way overdue in getting me. That was a horrible game. But it was a good game for you. That sounds so delicious. Stuffed zucchini with ricotta.
Finally.
What do you mean finally? You were kicking my ass the whole time. I have never... Oh, it's stuffed squash. Easily stuffed squash recipe. French courgettes with ricotta. From the Middle Eastern Mediterranean cuisine. That was a very good game.
Dark Blade. Sept. I heard something about our cuisine I was eating.
Oh yeah, no, it was delicious. I just looked it up. Stuffed zucchini or squash. Cheese and herbs. Sounds vegetarian. Sounds quite lovely. Congratulations, you are awesome. I don't really count because I am a fixture of these things. It's like counting the referees as one of the men on the field. Doesn't quite make sense at all. All right, so after this, more or less, stream ends, let's just do this for a moment before I forget. We do and we must actually play something along the lines of, I don't know where we left off with Puzzle Streak, if we want to do a minute or two of Puzzle Streak. Let's see if we can get our 5 in. I don't think that he can stop this pawn from queening because he's outside the square, right? He'll never get to that 3x3 square. So, the moment of truth. His rook is hanging. Do we attack his rook and then we push? Everything seems to be covered. Rooks are tied down to each other. They can't stop the pawn from queening. We're only going to do 5, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do 5 because we're going to be good role models every single day. This looks like it should be mate in 1, but it's not. But it's not. We're black, right? So if we capture, the knight captures. I feel like there's something going on here. Can't quite figure it out. What are they threatening? I guess we're removing the defender of this bishop, right? By capturing on this square. And now, is there a threat? I think not. Just making sure. That was a very complex random position where I thought we had mate. This one, the checks could go on forever unless we're able to escape them, right? So therefore we have to attack a rook in order to stop these checks. And then we can play check, check, and promote. And promote with check. Almost no matter where he goes. Next up. Looks like we have a removing the defender. Oh, but the queen can take. If the queen takes, then queen takes f5. Make sure there's no funny business. Still no funny business. Alright, that was 5, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know that we have enough to raid. But should I lower my standards and raid with 2 or fewer? Let's see what we have here. We will raid the first person that anyone mentions.
T checks for games.
Let's see if we have 2. No, thank you for the games. Yes, please. We do have 2 for the raid. Let's just do it. We have a lot more on YouTube. I'm very thankful that we have so many viewers on YouTube. That is really what counts. To a great extent, that is really what counts. Good stuff, everyone. Good stuff. And on Kick. I'm not sure how many viewers I have on Kick. That's a lot.
I will watch on YouTube.
Thank you so
Darkblade
much.
Said, I will still stick to Twitch.
Yeah, there've been a lot of meme stories, shorts about how the Twitch viewership is shrinking. But in reality, I like Twitch. Have a great day, everyone. Cheers and ciao. Talk to you soon.
Dark
CYA.
Blade. Said. Cheers, Sensei.
Thank you